loyalty pledge. Your boy you see next, how that mag and shoddy work. Can't rid this smell with bath and body works. It's sad and probably worse. First the chroma spit, wise guys do drive-bys and don't own a whip. Time come, divine sons need a song to rip. Thugs in harmony, cool, I got a bone to pick.
Vlogs, battles, music videos, interviews, and much more. Pushing the culture forward. No Mercy TV.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy. Trap New York shit. NoMercyTV.com. I know what time it is, man. Man, oh man. Brick by brick. Actually gonna be recapping, both days. Definitely want to get day 2 out the way first, which is, the bigger card. Also the one I, really remember, just from being there. Shout out to Lauren, shout out to Wing, Rosenberg, ARP. Shout out to everybody I seen throughout the weekend. They brought me out to film. Filmed both days, so that was 18 battles I had to film. So, man, listen, it was a hectic weekend. But, I can honestly say, like, in terms of battles, I really enjoyed myself both nights. You feel me? Between all the dope energy that was in the building, the battles were real competitive. Being that I had to film and, focus on, camera, mics, and stuff like that, it was hard to really judge, like, on some round by round. So the round by round stuff that I remember, I'm going to give to y'all. But anything I don't remember round by round, I'm just going to give y'all just like the overall vibe of the battle. If y'all want to see the battles yourselves, go to Rap Grid, go to RBE.com, cop the VOD. I think it's $19.99. Let me tell y'all one thing. Y'all are going to get y'all money's worth from these battles. Y'all are going to get y'all money's worth. For $20, these are some great battles. Like, for real. Like, listen. Y'all are going to be impressed. Also, when y'all do watch the VOD, definitely give me feedback in terms of what y'all think of the footage, what y'all think of the sound. This is my first time using lavalier mics, you understand? So, it was a couple things we had to get right. So, just let me know what y'all think of everything. I'm definitely, they as fast as they put it out, I'm like, okay, so they didn't have to really do no editing and nothing like that. They just straight threw it up. So clearly they was happy with the product, but definitely was dope to be able to just film an event for a bigger platform and start to get more notches under my belt in terms of this whole No Mercy TV shit. A lot of people don't know this is an actual business, you understand, in terms of the filming and the YouTube and everything else that I do. So yeah, I want to get more big gigs and stuff like this. So definitely give me y'all feedback. Let me know what y'all think of all of the filming and everything, and make things better for next time. But let's get to talking about this event. Another thing too, before we get into the battles, I already know people gonna be in the comments asking what's up with whatever happened. Listen, I'm gonna keep it buck with y'all. I didn't see nothing. And that's, just real shit. Like, yo, it's one of those things where, first of all, it happened at the end of the night. All the battles were done and over with. You feel me? It was really on some let out type shit. Everybody walking to the door. Now me, at the time, 2 things. I was talking to somebody and I was putting the cameras away, right? I didn't see anything because I was in a whole different section. It's, the bar section, and this the actual venue, the space. And I'm talking to somebody, I'm putting the cameras away. All of a sudden, you know how you hear furniture moving? You hear like a table slide across the floor that you probably shouldn't be hearing. That was what I heard. I heard that. I'm like, okay, it's a function. It's a lot of people here, it might be furniture, just conspicuously moving around or something like that. And you hear a couple of oh shits. So that's when you know it's like, okay, something just happened. So it was so quick that by the time I turned around, whatever happened, it happened and people were just scattering. People was just leaving. That was it. Like, it really was that quick. It was the table slide, there was the old shits, and they turn around and everybody's going type shit. You feel me? So, you know, that's really all it was in terms of, you know, me being there. Like, some certain things just happen so quick that you can't even get a grasp of what went on, you know, and not to mention it's cold out, people got hoodies and coats on, so it's really hard to really give like a detailed description of, you know, what's going on. But what I will say is salute to Stampede. I did, you know, holler at him, check on him, make sure he good, and he said he's okay. So, you know, that's just, you know, what that is. So, you know, I know it's not a lot of people that drop recaps, especially from actually being there. So I'm just, you know, giving y'all what I know y'all are gonna come here and ask for. So that's really just it. You know what I mean? So that's really all I gotta say about that. So, you know, let's get into these battles now. I'm starting from the bottom of the flyer. G's the Flair versus Calf. This was a great back and forth. G's LaFleur I've known for years. I think he battled on the track before on one of our South Jersey cards. And one thing about G's, he's always been dope. Material wise, he always it has great material. He always has good energy. But I think just being a little sloppy sometimes in terms of preparation is the one thing that might always, you know, hold him back. Like in terms of, you know, the few times that I've actually seen him, he's always been good, but he'll always have these moments where he's kind of like, you know, messing up a little bit. But this was a good battle. This was definitely a good battle on both ends. They both, you know, came near the rap. So definitely check that out. Let me know what y'all think about that. But I definitely want to see both of them back. You know, so, you know, just so they could, you know, get themselves a little bit more seasoned and things like that. But that was a good battle. So, Zay versus Wise. This is one of the battles I was more so anticipating just because I'm familiar with both. Wise battles on the gates. He battled Tay-Rock. He battled a bunch of, you know, valid names down on Gates of the Garden. And Zay, aside from him having battled on the track before, he was in a Crucible. He battles down in North Carolina, and he always puts on, like, he's always fire every time I've seen him. I think he did not the Unity. I believe he did a Unity, but it was another one he did, the Invitational, right? And every time I see Zay, he's just going crazy. Now, this particular battle, right? I had it 2-1 Wise, right? I gave Wise the first 2 rounds. Wise was going crazy all throughout. Like, the type of shit he talked, like that street talk and that crypto. Man, listen. Wise was going crazy. He definitely came with it all 3 rounds. Zay, he had dope material throughout the first 2. It just was, Wise was just on a different level. He just had better energy, a lot of more vocal projection, more aggression. He, you know, parts he was getting in his face and stuff like that. But it was a great back and forth. Like, them 2 came rapping like they were ready for war. Zay, he wound up having this angle in his 3rd round that I thought was fire. I'm not gonna spoil it, but, you know, that for me is kind of what sealed the deal in the 3rd for him. You know, and 3rd was close. They both had great 3rds, but for me, I would have to just edge Zay slightly in that 3rd round. You got some people that might say 3-0 Wise. You know, I wouldn't be mad at that. But I felt like Zay might have did just enough to, you know, steal the 3rd. So, but overall, great showing from both of them. Definitely want to see more from both of them in the future. You feel me? Payne versus KD. I had this battle 2-1 Payne. Man, this was another one that was crazy. Now, the only problem with KD was having to cut his rounds because, you know, of course, you know, the whole choking thing. He cut him clean, but you could still tell he choked. It was in the 1st and in the 3rd. Don't get it twisted. Material-wise and energy-wise, he was going crazy. But it's just like, once he got to them points where he felt like he was going to slip up, he was just jerseyed out type shit. You know, he didn't really have no, from what I remember, he didn't really have, like, no stumbles. It was just like, yo, I know I'm about to fuck up, so I'm just going to, you know, cut it here. But Payne, he was fire all 3 rounds. You feel me? I would give him the first and the third. I felt like KD's second was the round of the battle, but man, 2 more guys came near ready for war, and these guys are both, have years in, so they're more experienced at this point, but I felt like they both did enough to where, RBE should consider bringing them back. Not gonna hold you. Style wise, I want to see Pain versus Bad News. I, for some reason, feel like that would be such a mirror match in terms of the styles, because the styles are similar. They damn near sound the same. So I think that would be a dope battle to see, just to see who would be the better out the 2 and, highlight the differences between the 2 and shit like that. But I definitely feel like KD deserves another shot, because, man, I could just imagine if he's fully prepared, he's going to go crazy. You feel me? So definitely dope battle from them 2. Jay Breed versus Jay Jeans. That was one battle. I don't know what it was that I couldn't really focus on the battle. I think it might have been something with the mics. I think it might have been something with the mics, like me kind of monitoring the cameras more and, making sure the levels on the mics and stuff like that was, better adjusted and things like that. But this, from what I remember, it was a good battle on both ends. I just couldn't remember exactly who I had winning. You understand? So y'all watch that and y'all let me know, who y'all thought won. Craig Lamar versus Jay Slash, that didn't go down. I guess Craig Lamar couldn't make it for whatever reason. Floss the Boss versus Larry Bull. This was an interesting battle. Let me tell y'all something. Floss the Boss is getting way better, like in terms of material, in terms of energy, but he's still having the kind of like the preparation issue. You feel me? I forgot what round it was. I think it might have been the third, where he kind of, fumbled the ball a little bit, and he was on his way to a 30, but I think he might have had like a, little slip-ups or whatever. Now let me say this, right? I don't think Larry Bull was whack. I feel like his performance, his energy, and also his bars, I felt like that was stuff that if he was on a big stage, a lot of that stuff would have, went over a lot better. Like, Larry Bull, to me, is building into like a big stage battle. Like, he's somebody who I think needs the huge crowd. He needs the big space with a lot of room and stuff like that. He don't really have the rapidy rap. Let me not say rapidy rap, but just the straight bars that work in more of an intimate setting, right? Because this wasn't a small space, but it wasn't a super huge room. This wasn't like a Webster Hall or Max Out or nothing. And I think Larry Bull will probably go over well in one of those settings. But just for this smaller setting with going against Floss, I just felt like his material wasn't. Floss just had the better material for this one. Floss just had the better material for this one. If I had to call it, I think I gave it 2-1 Floss. I think I gave Floss the first 2, and I think I gave Larry Bull the third, just because Floss, with the slip up or whatever it was. But Larry Bull, definitely want to see more of him. Definitely want to see him come back. I think he definitely will be a great addition to RBE. But I feel like he just has to, be able to tailor himself to, really be good in both settings. You understand? And not to mention, he also is in hostile territory. Just being, we in PA. Of course, Floss is from South Jersey, so, South Jersey, they kind of share that PA connection. So, when, especially the whole Gates was on the card damn near. So, of course, all of them was in the building crazy. So, it was just one of those things where, he kind of had to fight for the crowd a little bit. But pretty good showing from Floss. Definitely a great showing from Floss. His first round was bananas. You know what I mean? So, that was a goodie. J400 versus Mo Moolah. Not gonna hold y'all. Jay took every round, and this wasn't even Jay on 100. I want to say this was Jay probably on like a 70 or so. Mo Moolah is not that he had bad material. It's just that and I got to talk to him after the battle. Mo Moolah is energy based, right? So he has good material, but his energy and the way he performs and delivers is what helps sell a lot of his material. Like, I feel like he really relies on that. And when he wasn't getting a lot of reaction, like early on in the battle, like in his first round, I guess it kind of like killed his vibe to the point he probably was on some, let me just get this shit out and get it over with type shit, you know? So it was hard for him to really get into his normal Momula vibe and, you know, really be on 100 for this battle, whereas Jay was just going crazy. Jay was just going crazy. And like I said, it wasn't even Jay on 100, but he was doing enough to where what he was doing was definitely overpowering what Mo Moolah was trying to do, you know. And Jay's third was fire. His third, the type of angle he took, you know, speaking on, you know, the leagues and the media and stuff like that, man, that's a third where he's really trying to talk to the coaches. So y'all might want to definitely check that one out. But J3O, you know what I mean? But salute to Mo Moolah. Definitely want to, you know, see him back, get right and everything like that. So Dre Dennis versus Coach Corleone. Man, here's the thing, right? Coach Corleone wasn't whack. He wasn't whack at all. And I feel like Coach Corleone kind of brings a certain element that's missing in battle rap right now. Just that whole Chicago element with the slang and the delivery. Like, you can tell he's from Chicago when he raps. You feel me? And I definitely think that's something we need to see more of. But listen, Dre Dennis is a cannon. Like, he's just a beast, yo. You battle Dre Dennis. I know a lot of people have, you know, certain things they say about Dre, about, you know, him being mid-tier and stuff like that. That shit sound cool until you have to actually stand in front of him. And when you stand in front of him, shit gets dark in a hurry. You know, and Dre, all three rounds, just going crazy. Doing what Dre normally does. You understand? So I will say this, though. It wasn't a body bag. Coach still held his own, had some great material, but it was just one of those gentleman 30s. You understand? I felt like Dre Dennis took every round. But Coach Corleone, I feel like he's needed here. I feel like he's definitely needed here because, like I said, that Chicago element is kind of missing from battle rap. You don't get, you know, a lot of that real Chicago sound right now, you know, in terms of just, you know, all of the bigger platforms. You don't really hear that too much. So I definitely want to see more of him. Definitely want to see him, you know, come back and everything like that. So that's what I thought of that. Now for the main events. Rosenberg Raw versus Clone. That was a good battle. Now, funny thing was, right, I want to say the day before, I seen Clone make a Facebook post. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for this battle. He said when he landed, he only had one round and he was 65% done with that round. In my mind, Rosenberg gonna smoke him. Dirty 30, blah, blah, blah. That did not happen. Both of their first rounds were incredible. They both was going crazy in the first round. Like, the battle really comes down to the first because both of their first rounds was crazy. It was wild close to me. Rosenberg was even tapping into his freestyle ability in his first. Like, he had some freestyles about Clone outfit and everything like that. Some people, that might seal the deal for them in the first round and give it to Raw just because of that freestyle element. But material-wise, Clone was going crazy, yo. Clone was going crazy. I want to see him on more RBE cards, to be honest with you. Second round. I'm trying to think. Second round. Was it the second round? Because the other rounds were 1-1. Because one of the rounds, Clone choked. It might have been the third. I think it was the third where Clone choked. And Rosenberg did just enough to kind of, you know, just steal the third round, especially with Clone choking. Like, that's, you know, winning a round by default. But Rosenberg still had a decent third. But the second round, I felt like Clone took that round clearly. He was wilding in this second. You know, so it's one of those situations where it more so comes down to the first round. Like, the first round, to me, isn't clear at all. So the battle pretty much could go 2-1 either way. You know, like I said, if I had to make a solid decision, I would probably go with Rosenberg in the first, just because, you know, the whole freestyling thing. But great battle from both of them. Definitely a great showing from both of them. And even by the time Clone choked, he had got through enough material that was, really good. So, it's still overall a crazy back and forth and entertaining battle, with a lot of replay value too. Now, Suede versus Bill Collector. I said in one of my prediction blogs that this battle, if they both was A1, it would be crazy. And this battle was crazy. All 3 rounds from both of them, absolute fire. They both took the battle super serious. They did not come slacking. But I gave the battle to Bill 2-1. I just felt like in the first 2 rounds, Bill was just going crazy. Like, showing that he could rap, showing that he could perform and talk that shit. Don't get it twisted. Suede was going crazy as well. Like, when he did the whole, I don't need a super duper scope. When I got these on, I was like, yo, that was some fire. Like, that was some really repping force niggas that wear the glasses type shit. You feel me? But it was a great battle. It was a great battle from both of them. 2-1 Bill, I gave him the first 2 rounds. 3rd round, I gave to Suede. Bill 3rd was dope too. But Suede bringing out Rosenberg in the 3rd, completely unexpected. That was crazy. That was crazy. And I actually, Bill versus Rosenberg, that's going to be fire. That's going to be fire. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Max Out 3, but just creating that moment in the middle of PA, Rosenberg and Bill on that stage. Rosenberg actually rapped a few bars and it was fire. Like, man, listen, that Suede and Bill was a great battle. That was a great battle. I think I even seen an interview with Suede. He felt like he gave the battle to Bill, but I gave it to Bill 2-1. I gave it to Bill 2-1, gave him the first and the second. So, that's pretty much my rundown of the card. Let me know what y'all think. Again, the VOD is available now. So on Rap Grid, also go to redbreedent.com. VOD is $19.99. Go watch it. Let me know what y'all think of the battles. Let me know what y'all think of the sound, the picture quality, all that good stuff. And I'm hoping that they'll bring me back at some point to film more brick by brick events. You know what I mean? I know I ain't doing the Max Out. That's all avocado and that kind of shit. But brick by brick joints, I'm definitely, down to help in terms of, filming and everything like that. So, let me know what y'all think of the whole thing, and I will holler at y'all soon, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com, and I'm definitely going to recap the day 1 card, with the lesser known battlers and stuff like that, because that was a crazy card too. You understand? Out of 18 battles, it was 18 good back and forth. You understand? So, like I said, when y'all cop the VOD, let me know what y'all think, and I'll be at y'all soon. I'm out of here.